Workshop.
Okay. Good morning, all my dear students who are remaining. Please join fast for the today's first lecture. I have to start with online mode only because of some offline arrangements are to be going to done it here. So, dear all students, am I audible to you? And my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Uh, okay. So, dear all students, all of you, welcome for your second sem of third year TY BTech second sem. I will wish you and welcome you all for the this semester future career. So, dear all students, as of you know,
ऑप्शन ऑनलाईन म्हणजे काय ऑफलाईन व्हायचे चान्सेस ते कर
चला. Hello, sir, your voice is not audible.
म्हणजे 10-11 जण पोरं गेलेत फक्त 165 पैकी.
Yes, hello, students. Okay, now am I audible, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So at the first, I have to give the definitions of subject, that is computer organization and architecture. As all of we know, what is computer? Computer is a human being man-made hardware device, or we have to say it is an electronic device to perform a particular task as per human being whatever instructed to the machine, that is the computer. And next one is the organization. The organization is nothing but it's a so many times you have heard the organization, the society, the company, all IT sector, industry sectors you call it as a company, and public sectors you call it as a society, and educational sectors you call it as a organization. So this very we call it as organization because it is a educational sector, and public sectors we call it as a society. For example, Vittal Mandir having a one society, and company in the sense whatever the industrial you have called it as company. So many companies. Okay, so the three words: company, organization, and society. These are different but almost having the same meaning. So organization means small things you have to add it and make it into a one of the good products. For example, in the computer organization, whatever the PC, your computer PC is there. Inside that, hard disk is there, motherboard is there, fan is there, power supply is there, and UPS is there. So all these things, small things, you have to call it as organization. And the last word, that is the architecture. The architecture is nothing but what? It's the entire frame. Before going to start off any product or any project, normally we have to say project. Before going to start up the project, we have to prepare a advanced frame. That one we call it as architecture. For example, in the computer organization and architecture, I have to give you a one good example here. For your house, so your house is what? That is as per the human being instructed, as per the user is need for building a one house. That house, before that we have to prepare a architecture, that is rough diagram of architecture. That one, how the shape of house, how the shape of particular house, that one we have to say architecture. And what are the organization? The organization organs are nothing but they are used brick, stone, cement, and so many things we have to use to construct a house, right? So whatever the materials are need for construction of the house, that is the organization, that is the organs. How our human body is having so many organs, right? So many n number of organs are there. By using n number of or required number of organs, entire the human being is having a one of the good shape. So the good shape is nothing but what? That is the architecture. And what are the organs inside the body is called as organization. And the entire system with the complete safe architecture and the organs including, we have to say computer. So the computer is nothing but what? It is a man-made electronic or hardware device. As per the user instruction it will act, and as per the input it will give the output, that is computer. So the entire things we call it as computer organization and architecture. Okay, this is for your syllabus of this semester: computer organization and architecture. So in this semester, every week you have 3 hour lecture, means in a week 3 days you are got lectures. And this theory part means computer organization and architecture. which is having 70 marks for external examination. That means end semester examination. The end semester examination is 70 marks, and the internal assessment test, that is uh, 30 marks. So totally you have 100 marks for this subject, 70 as semester end examination and 30 as internal marks. Okay. So in this subject is mainly for that provides to the students for understanding of the design and fundamental blocks of computer, entire the design and the fundamental blocks of computer, and also it is a building of a computer system and interfacing with a lot of other techniques, computer with interfacing lot of other techniques, and also the different configurations you have to study in the computer organizations, the entire computer system which can introduce the detailed understanding of various processors, and even you studied in the last to last semester microprocessor. In that microprocessor, minimum 4 to 5 processors you have to study it, right? Namely, for example, 8085 you studied, 8086 you studied, 8259 you studied, 8257, 8255, and 8087. These 5 to 6 microprocessor also you studied. That is entire building blocks of computer organization. Okay. And in this semester you studying pipelining, co-processor design pipelining, parallel pipelining, all those things we have to study in the computer organization and architecture. Okay. So for this, at least you have a small knowledge about that digital logic. So digital logic you studied in the previous semesters. Design and operating system also you have to study it, or you may study it in the upwards semesters. So if you have a bit knowledge of operating system and digital logic, then this subject is very useful for you. Okay. So once you studied this subject, there is a some course come outcomes. That course outcomes are, at the end of this course, students, you have to describe with the fundamental architecture of computing system. So once the computer organization and architecture you have to study, that is the functional architecture of computing systems you have to develop, and you have to analyze the various algorithms for arithmetic and at fastest one. So all the arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all these computation with arrive at a fastest rate, you have to execute it. And in the third course outcomes, you have to study it, that is ARC processor based instructions. So ARC is one of the main thing in the microprocessor. In any of the processors, that one you have to study it completely with assembly language programs. And at the end, you have to demonstrate and to design of memory instructions, level of parallelism, and multiprocessors. So in a microprocessors, you have to study a single processor, but here you are going to instruct the many instructions with multiprocessor. So these are course outcomes after completion of this computer organization and architecture. You may able to implement these things. These are the course outcomes. So after that, just I will give you brief idea about the syllabus. In this that computer organization and architecture, we have to study just brief history of computing and different generations of pan-human model with the minimum 4 to 5 generations we have to study. First generation, second generation, third, fourth, up to fifth generations we have to study. And the system bus model. So the system bus model already you studied, but again we have to study it. What are the system bus? There are mainly three category of system bus: control bus, data bus, and address bus. In the microprocessor, you studied very well. And levels of machines we studied. So upward compatibility and the different levels of computers, different level of computer used for the organization and architecture, and also some typical computer system. Here also minimum 4 to 5 typical computer systems are there. That one we are going to study. So this entire portion is for 4 hours. So next in the second unit, how we are going to represent the data, because the computer is knows only 0 and 1. Apart from that, computer doesn't know anything, isn't it? Computer only knows the binary numbers. So all the representation of the data, it may be a arithmetic, or it may be a logical, or it may be a binomial, or whatever any other kind of things going to be represented data in the 0 and 1 manner. For that we are going to study unit number 2, that is data representation and arithmetic. So in this fixed point numbers, floating point numbers, we have to study. Fixed point numbers are nothing but integer number only, and floating point numbers, and some fixed point addition and subtraction arithmetic operations we have to do on this fixed point number. And same way in the floating point number also we have to use it for addition and subtraction. So, and along with addition and subtraction, we have to study multiplication and division. So very interesting topic. Fixed point numbers are nothing but integers. Floating point numbers are nothing but decimal point numbers. And this fixed point as well as floating point, we have to use it for arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division. All those four arithmetic operations we have to study. After that, same with floating point arithmetic, high performance arithmetic, high performance addition, and high performance multiplication. High performance in the sense what? You have to do them one's complement and two's complement. Then we will do arithmetic and so that operations means addition and multiplications we will do. High performance in the sense it is a one's complement and two's complement. We have to do the addition and multiplication. After that, the arithmetic coprocessor. So if the main processor you are doing all the data representation with addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and high performance of addition and multiplication, that is with a single processor. If you have to use the coprocessor, in your microprocessor you have studied one coprocessor, that is 808687. 8087 is a coprocessor of 8086. In that coprocessor also you have to do all these arithmetic operations, that is arithmetic coprocessor. So this entire things we have to study it in the unit number 2, that is data representation and arithmetic. Okay, so this is the bit biggest chapter compared to in whole syllabus, that is 9 hours chapter is there. That one very easiest manner we will study. I will give you too much easiest, just arithmetic operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and high performance with addition and multiplication, that all are with the fixed point numbers as well as floating point numbers, isn't it? Okay, so next come to the third unit, that is the instruction set, architecture, and the memory. To after completion, after you come to know the data representation, next we will go to instruction set architecture. And these instruction set architectures we have to manipulate with the memory. As you already saw in the microprocessor, so many instructions you have to study, yes or no? Even you done all program executed in the lab session also. So here, what are the instruction set, architecture and memory, how you are going to manipulate. There is a hardware components. So computer is nothing but what? It is a hardware components, and how you going to connection with the software by using the instruction set architecture. In that we have to use RISC and CISC, but for your syllabus only RISC computer is there. So that pseudo operations, the synthetic instructions and examples for these operations and synthetics with the assembly language programs. That 8086 is already assembly language program only you studied. Again, some things we have to refresh here in the instruction set in it. And for accessing the data and do the memory management with addressing modes. So you may remember all five main addressing modes you have to study it, right? Can you tell me anyone any name of the addressing modes, please? Anyone? If you remember, microprocessor. Many times I asking questions also. Addressing modes. Can you remember anyone, please?
Immediate addressing mode.
Yes, very good. Another person, another addressing mode. Same. Register addressing mode, immediate addressing mode, direct addressing mode, indirect addressing mode. Yes or no? So these addressing modes you have to study. Same instructions by using, just this is a repetition of your microprocessor only. Almost 50% of the syllabus of your third unit comes from microprocessor. Just you have to refresh here. That is addressing modes and memory hierarchy with memory cache memory. Cache memory in the sense what? Some temporary memory we have to use it for addressing modes and instruction sets, and we will made the connection between hardware device of computer to the software. This entire unit number third, this is the connection between hardware to software, how you are going to connect by using the instruction set. Okay, so that is your entire third unit. So next in the unit number 4,
Sir, voice is not audible. Sir, your mic is on mute. We cannot hear you.
okay, sorry, it's a mute, right? Yeah, I think now it is audible.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, yes. Yeah, so in the unit number 4, that is fundamentals of computer design. So just the productivity of the computer, the production of the entire computer, we have to study in the 4th unit. That is different types of classes of computer and definition of clear computer architecture. So once you know the complete computer organization, then easily you have to understood about computer architecture, that definition. And for making the production of computer, what are the current trend technologies we have to use? That is the trends in the technology. And each and every computer we have to use a less power, that is microcurrent, for that power in integrated circuits, and the entire cost of this power supply cost, and it is dependability with the measuring, reporting and summarizing performances, and the quantitative principles of computer design. So this entire fourth unit we have to study it for the purpose of how computer production should be happen. Okay, that is fundamentals of computer design. So these four units are the section one. So again, in a 1 or 2 minute, I will repeat you. In the section one, introduction part, just for the generation, man humans and level of machines, we have to study. In the second unit, how we are going to do the data representations by doing the arithmetic operations with high performance, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and high performance with addition and multiplication. High performance in the sense what? That is a ones and twos complements, we have to do the addition and multiplication along with some co-processor also. In the unit number third, entire uh, the organs of the computers we have to study it. It means that how we are going to connection with the hardware system of computer to the software of whatever we use it in the computer. And in the unit number four, just we have to study it about productivity, production of computer. Okay, this is your first section syllabus. And in the next section, second section, again four more units are there. So once we know the computer data representation, connection, and fundamentals, after that we will study for input and output organization. It means that how we are going to give the input to the system, and inside how it is going to be processed. After that, is it we are getting as per our required output or not? That one we have to study it in the unit number 5, that is input and output organization. So in that, some external devices like keyboard, mouse, printer, scanner, speaker, that is external devices, and input and output models, that programmed input and output, interrupt driven. So interrupt also you have to study it in the microprocessor. Interrupt means what? There is a sub abnormal conditions are occurred during the execution of program. That time how we are going to solve it. And direct memory access, DMA, static memory access, input and output channels, and processors. So different types of processors, what we said, 8085, 8086, 8087, 8255, 8257, 8259. These are the different channels and external interfaces. So all these input and output devices and the communication, whatever we have to given fed to the input, and as per our requirement, whatever we have to get in the output, entire this operation, this functionality, we have to study it in the unit number 5, that is input and output organization. Okay. So after that, there is a fundamental pipeline in the unit number 6. There is a fundamental pipeline means what? Pipeline means what? Either whatever we have to do the functionality, or the working functionality of the computer is in a systematic manner or not. In a systematic manner or not. So here some we have to using the principles like major hurdles of pipelining, and pipeline hazards with a linear pipeline and non-linear pipeline. And for that, we are using some network protocols called MESI protocols. So by using this, we have to just check the functionality of entire computer. Once your productivity production of the computer is ready, finally you are going to do the test it. No, for that purpose, either is it systematically working or not. All these principles we have to use it. That is just for your 5 hours, and your unit number 5 is also just for 4 hours. We have to study these two for functionality of the computer purpose. So after that, in the unit number 7, instruction level parallelism. So this instruction level parallelism we are studying. ILP means instructions level parallelism. So the concept of and challenges we have to study. So the basic compiler techniques, what are the challenges and concepts are nothing but if our computer, once the productivity design is over, production is over, our computer is working with the some peripheral devices are with or not. So that is the challenges and concepts and basic compiler techniques for exposing instructions level program and to reducing the branch costs with the prediction. So cost is very important for production of any devices. So here also we have to take care about the costs and the overcome data hazards. Data hazards means what? Whatever we are giving an input and it is manipulating as per our instructions in the machine and finally we have to get the correct output. That is one we said is a data hazards with a dynamic scheduling. There are so many different techniques of scheduling techniques are there that one we will study in this chapter. And the hardware based specialization, it means that once the software is ready, how it is going to be connection with the hardware specific speculism. Okay, that is hardware based speculations and exploiting of instructions level parallelism using multiple issues and multiple challenges and static scheduling. Dynamic scheduling is there, static scheduling is there. Nowadays we are using dynamic scheduling, but in those days they have to use the static scheduling. So all these we have to study it in the unit number 7 of instructions level parallelism. Okay, so in the last unit of the section 2, here once our production is ready and that working functionality is in the appropriate manner, after that our production with the processors means other processors we have to use the connection, that is nothing but multiprocessors and thread level plagiarism. Thread level means how the one task and more than one tasks are running in a parallelly. One task we call it as a single thread. So more than one tasks are parallelly running. That one we have to say uh, multiple process and multiple threads in the level of parallelism. Parallelism means more than one threads are running parallelly. That one we have to study it in the unit number 8. So that is introduction, uh, innet symmetric shared memory architectures and the performance of symmetric shared memory multiprocessor distributed shared memory and directory based coherence. Coherence, directory based coherence means what? Whatever your data is processing as per the requirement of the users and the productivity, the data is does not coincide, does not crashes between them. All the pipelines are clear for a different or a individual data flow. That is directly based coherences. So these are the things we have to study in this chapter in this syllabus. Totally, as of I explained you, 8 units are there, and out of 8 units, unit number 7 and unit number 2 are the biggest units. It takes a lot of time, and remaining all other units are 4 and 5 hours. Maximum 4 and 5 hours. So we have to more give more time on unit number 7 and unit number 2, data representation and instruction level parallelism. So for this is entire syllabus, and for this these 3 books you have to collect. So in the library so many books are available. All of you go for this book number 1. In this book number 1 you have to cover uh, just a minute. That is Peterson, right? Okay. And see, dear students, in the textbook number 1, you have to cover the syllabus of micro this computer organization. So I have to mention here. So unit number 1 and unit number 2. Okay, and unit number 3. So whatever these 3 units: introduction, data representation and arithmetic, instruction set and architecture and memory, these 3 units are covered by this first textbook. Okay, so please you make a note on this. And in the second textbook, uh, the unit number 4, and unit number 7 and unit number 8. Okay, so these 3 units are covered by that second textbook, that is computer architecture and quantitative approach, and which is by Hensery, David and Patterson. Okay, John Hensery and David Patterson, covered by unit number 4, unit number 7 and unit number 8. So in the first textbook, that is computer architecture and organization, that is by uh, Vincent Hearing Willai. Unit number 1, unit number 2 and unit number 3 are covered. So in the last textbook, it is covered by unit number 5 and unit number 6. Okay, so these 3 textbooks are available in the library today only. All of you, whoever present in the library or online or offline, whatever students are sitting, you have to come and collect the books, because books are shorted. Only I think 150 to 60 copies are available most probably. So please, you have to collect today only. So for today, first 3 units, unit number 1, unit number 2, unit number 3, this book is enough. Okay, textbook number 1 is enough, and unit number 2, sorry, in the textbook number 2, 4, 5, 7 and 8 unit is enough. All the syllabus you have to find over here. And in the third textbook, the unit number 5 and unit number 6, all the syllabus is available, whatever I taught up to now. Okay, so along with these textbooks, these are the reference books like computer organization by Himachal Jackie, you have to refer, and computer architecture and organization with John P. Hayes, and computer organization and architecture with installing. So digital logic and computer design, that is Marysign Mano, Pearson Educations with the Prentice Hall, you have to use. And so many resources, e-learning materials are available in this link. That link also present over here. So this one you have to refer it. Okay, so dear all students, just uh, it is a introduction what we have to study in this semester about computer organization and architecture. That is about computer organization and architecture. And this entire course outcomes, POs, and one happy things to you. This subject, again I will repeat, this subject does not containing practical session. if practical session is there, you may get heavy, right? So this subject does not having a practical session, only theoretical session is there. So that theoretical we have to complete it. All the syllabus that is with 70 marks and 30 marks, 70 marks for semester end examination and 30 marks for uh, this internal assessment, that internal examinations. Okay, so this is all about the entire brief idea about the subject, that is computer organization and architecture. So for that, students, what you will do, as per my suggestion, best all of you physically present in the campus and you have to study in only in a very rare conditions you have to use the online mode, but everywhere it is open now. Okay, everywhere it is open. Better you have to attend the offline classes. For this first class only I have to do online, but next class onwards, immediately after this class onwards, we have to use offline class only. So that time online students, you may get the difficulties, because while we are doing the offline classes, our momentum is going on. So that's what, better all of you have to try to attend offline classes as per our best instructions. And what you will do, students, you have to made one separate notebook. You have to made one separate notebook for the computer organization and architecture, and whatever I have to deal. So in the previous semester, previous semester, for your batch, I have to conducted microprocessor. That time completely 100% it is online. Okay. So just we have to, whatever we did, you just refer it. But here from now onwards in the offline, day by day, all the things we have to check it. So all of you by today itself make a one separate notebook for computer organization and architecture, and whatever I have to deal with the subject in the classroom. So each and everything is very, very important. And whatever I have to give the instructions during this, so that time also you are going to be uh, uh, act accordingly as per our instructions. Okay. So dear students, almost in the 2 years, almost near to 2 years, you are enjoyed a lot in the home, but now onwards you come out of the home and you be stick with the study, with the syllabus subjects, and whatever this uh, remaining, only 1.5 year is remaining for your degree. Okay, so in the offline mode, you systematically you have to learn, you have to study, and you have to complete the degree with a better knowledge. You have to gain the knowledge in such a way that after completion of your degree, no one is hold your hand. Like that, you have to build your career. You have to come up. You have to shine yourself in the bright future by doing all the necessary needful things in your student life. Okay. So this is all about uh, for the first class. I have to given you the some introduction regarding the subject. Just I scan the syllabus. Okay, today what I did, just I scan the syllabus. What are the things we are going to be study in this semester about computer organization and architecture? Okay, so dear all students, just I have to take attendance for 2 minutes. Just you have to cooperate me. So please don't go log out. I have to take the attendance.
Sir, when will the bus facility start?
Yeah, please.
When will the bus facility start for localites?
Okay. For the best facilities, the coordinator is there. Professor Karan Patil sir. I think you know who is Karan Patil, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Better you contact him. Everywhere his contact number is available because he is managing all the buses schedule.
Okay,
So
sir.
as per my convenient, from bus stand to college at 9 to 9:30, 2 or 3 buses are available from bus stand to college. As per my knowledge, but entire information you will get it from the current Patil, sir. Better you contact him regarding transportation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please make you mute. Ankit Patil. What is your roll number? Please you save your name with roll number. Ankit Patil. Ankit Patil, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please you save your name with your roll number. Otherwise, you are losing attendance. What is your roll number?
61, sir. B61.
B61.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please you have to change the name.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Dear all students, finally I have to announce you that I am a subject in charge of computer organization and architecture for both A and B division. And I'm a class teacher of division B. So division B students, if you are anything facing the problems in this semester, please you come and approach me and you tell me your problems, your doubts, whatever you are facing. Please approach me and get your clarifications. Only class B division, TY BTech B division, I am your class teacher. So this is my side announcement. And from A division, you students please meet to your Gayatri Sir Deshmukh Madam. She is your class teacher. And today itself only you have to communicate if anything you are facing the problems with the online, offline, and transportation. So and you have to get the solution. And maximum try to attend the classes offline in the campus. That is better option, uh, better understand to you people. Okay. So this is my today's just uh, today I didn't started still any of the syllabus. Just entire framework of the subject I have to deal with you as per this entire syllabus, we have to start deal with in this whole semester, in this whole journey. Okay, so dear all students, again for your batch, I have to create one my subject group, that is computer organization and architecture. So in long back also we have to create one microprocessor group, right? So like that, I have to prepare one more WhatsApp group today, and in that I will send the syllabus. I will send the syllabus for computer architecture and organization. So better all of you take the screenshot. Okay, so better you have to take the screenshot of the subject syllabus. That is okay. Yes, all of you take a screenshot. And the next, this is the section 1. Take the section 1 screenshot. Please, all of you take a screenshot. Section 1. So can I move this now? Yes. Section 2 and syllabus. Section 2 and textbook references. You have to take a screenshot. So anyhow, just for your reference, today I have to make a one group and I'll send you whole this syllabus to you. Okay. So this is the section 2. Take a screenshot. Section 2 complete. Okay. One more times I will open for section 1. Take a screenshot of section 1. Okay, fine. So all of you now, your lecture is next lecture is going. It will start within 3 minutes. And who are physically present in the classroom, you have to be present in the classroom only. And remaining students, you have to join with the online. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your first online class cooperation of lecture for online. Thank you all. Now you can leave the meeting.